dear one, it's me, Jin, certified regenerative detox specialist and alkaline health coach. Wanted to come to you today from my humble kitchen because I just did a fruit haul and I like to share a little bit about my high raw fruitarian lifestyle. So I did go out and get some big dragon fruit from an Asian market, very reasonably priced. I've already started to cut it into little cubes. And I'm making a fruit salad. So this way, this week, I'm gonna have all these Tupperwares filled with this fruit salad, and I can enjoy this all week long, at least for 3 or 4 days. This should last. And that helps me because, you know, during my work week, it gets a little bit busy or full, I prefer to say. And so, yeah, just having like a Sunday food prep, you know. The reason for the high fruit is the fruits actually are so alkaline forming. They're super hydrating. They really clean and move the bowels. This high electricity, the angstroms of energy that these vibrate at are just through the roof, guys. And this is really important for our advanced nervous systems. As humans, we have this nervous system that separates us from the animals, yeah? And it actually really needs a lot of electricity. So when we cook our food, we kill it. And so I'm not saying not to eat any cooked food. There's foods that, you know, I wouldn't eat unless it is cooked, such as your cruciferous vegetables, your kale, broccoli, cauliflower, stuff like this. For me, I like to look at it as a lifestyle of abundance and vitality. It's a self-love act, you know, to give myself this fruit. This fruit, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for this high fruitarian lifestyle of abundance, the C-spine injury I come from would not have healed. I was suffering for 8 months in pain, prescribed oxycodone, and I chose not to take that path. Coming from addiction as a teenager, I was not about to, get into something else, you know, to really crave and love, because I knew I would like it too much. So the fruits, they're fantastic for you. The berries in particular for the nervous system, super calming for all the glands. They actually often look like glands in our body. They show us what they're good for. So I got some organic blueberries. I have these beautiful grapes. These grapes are so sweet, and they're just the little guys. I really love them. So good. This is really so helpful for moving the bowels. And when you have a clean colon, I feel that my connection to source is so much stronger. When I'm eating a lot of obstructive foods, like foods that are dense in chemistry, like your grains, you know, your rices, your quinoa, this kind of thing. When I'm having, well, I don't have this, but I used to, the animal protein, oh my lordy, I felt a lot of nervous energy. I learned actually that I was quite addicted to adrenaline and running on this like fight or flight response because I was born with weak adrenal glands. You know, the minute I had anything that was a stimulant, I was really into it. Hence the addiction in the teenage years. I found something that, you know, sped me up and made me feel like I could achieve anything in life. Well, what if I actually learned how to get to the root of this issue, which is adrenal weakness, right? So now I healed to a certain extent the adrenal glands. I have more control over my emotions, and I realized that eating animal flesh is a stimulant, and that a lot of people aren't ready to give it up because of the norepinephrine, the addiction to the adrenaline that is stored in the tissue of the animal when they're slaughtered. So this is very important to notice within yourself without judgment, or just loving kindness and compassion to the self, because, you know, most of us, we weren't aware. You know, as a child, I told my parents, I don't want to eat a dead animal. I was telling them this as soon as I could speak. And they kind of, they conditioned me to just, you know, just by continuing to eat it. And that was my surrounding. I eventually just started eating it. And I I didn't have any recollection of saying that to them. They reminded me later in life when I went plant-based. I was raw vegan for 2.5 years. Like 90%, you know, maybe 10% space for a little cooked or something, maybe not so clean, like a processed like condiment or something, some mustard here and there or something in a salad, minimal. And yeah, I had tremendous healing of the C-spine, and a lot of other things came to the surface, a lot of emotional problems, you know, mental health issues. I was able to really see clearly what I'm dealing with in this life. And I'll tell you, the fruits and the botanicals are the key to accessing the mental and emotional body, because you do have this clarity, this feeling of peace that comes over you. It's, yeah, they're electrical, they're really high frequency. If you measure the angstroms of energy in fruit, it vibrates at 12,000 angstroms, you know, and you can see just by like the way the fruit grows, the branches reach up to the sky, the fruit is growing toward the sun, you know, this is high electricity. And so, yeah, even though, you know, we need these electrifying foods, we also want to make sure that we're in a state of peace and, yeah, really just supporting the nervous system. There's certain herbs I like to use: eleuthero root, rhodiola, ashwagandha. These really nourish and help to heal the adrenal glands. So you can see I've started my fruit salads. They're looking really good. Blueberries, grapes, magenta, dragon fruit. I'm gonna add just a very small amount of the yellow dragon fruit because this one is a laxative, so you really have to be so careful and just test your bowel tolerance for the yellow dragon fruit. It is much sweeter than the magenta, and this is why I'm using the magenta dragon fruit, because it's gonna absorb all the flavor from the golden kiwis, the limes. I'm gonna squeeze lime in. I have grapefruit. I have navel oranges. So yeah, the magenta dragon fruit kind of needs a little flavor. This was actually quite a sweet one, but it's not as sweet as we're used to. And it's really important to make sure that the fruit you're consuming is sweet, because if it isn't, then it means it's not high quality, it's not ripe. It's in the ripening stage when the simple sugars come in. You might have heard me teach this before, that this is where the fruit becomes alkaline forming. So if we're eating subpar fruit, you know, it hasn't been properly ripened on the vine, then we're actually just having something acid forming anyways. So yeah, when I look at the alkaline acid balance, there's a lot of truth there. And when we're alkaline, we're hydrated. And that's really important for our lymphatic system, just to move any virals out, any parasites, fungus, anything harmful, metabolic waste. If our lymphatic system is stagnant, which acids cause it to be, they stick everything together, it's not moving, then we're actually storing a lot of toxicity and waste. So when people see me and they go, "Oh, Jen, you look too thin," I go, "Oh, thanks." I don't think it's too thin because it's the freest I've ever felt in my body. I don't have pain, I don't have inflammation. And so I lost waste, not weight, right? So I always let people know, no, I didn't lose weight, I lost waste. Because you get rid of the acids and toxins, your body no longer has to hold on to all that water and fat, which were just there to dilute the acidity, because the acids are so hot in chemistry. You have a beer, glass of red wine, some animal flesh, these are all hot, like 3.5, 4 pH. This is like battery acid hot. You know, one of my teachers, Dr. Robert Morris, he always compares it to like, okay, take a sip of Coca-Cola and try to hold that in your mouth. This is a 3 pH. This is like, yeah, chemotherapy hot. So these strong acids will degenerate cartilage, tissues, vessels, joints, hair, skin, nails. maybe the vanity component will get you on the program, because you can take years off your life. You look and feel your best when you're on this program. Your hair, skin, nails, everything improves. At first, however, you will experience discomfort as the acids come out. You're not going to be free from suffering until you get out on the other side of it, you see. These are healing reactions, we call it. Got some fresh mint. Oh, that is so good. I'm going to be putting that in my salads as well. Always adding botanicals in, and knowing that you can customize your lifestyle to fit your needs, you know. Gradual changes, baby steps. I'm all for it. I make customized programs for my clients. This is a non-judgmental atmosphere for people to heal. And I'm just so happy to be offering, you know, my coaching services. Like I said before, it's my passion and my joy. So you guys are so welcome to let me know what your needs are. I'm always here for you, dear one. So happy that you're with me, and I wish you a beautiful day wherever you are.